I want to go through a couple of the word problem applications to make sure you're comfortable with that. So we had two main applications that we focused on. We focused on working with profit and maximizing the profit, figuring out what the price was for the maximum profit. And we also worked on gravity problems, or kind of the idea of like a projectile motion type questions. So I'm going to show you one of each situation. So we're going to start with the profit ones. So we are selling, again, widgets, and your profit is Y and your selling price is X. And we want to figure out what the selling price should be to maximize the profit. So for these, we're always finding the vertex, because the vertex is what is going to create that maximum as we look at like the graph of this equation. So the formula I'm going to use to find the vertex is the opposite of b over 2a. So your b value is 1325 and your a value is negative 30. So on your calculator, pull up my calculator, we're going to have the opposite of b. So I know it's going to be negative, but I'm also going to have a negative when I do 2a. So I'm not even going to type in the negatives. I know everything's going to end up positive. I can't have a negative price. Divided by 2a, so 2 times 30. So that is my price. If the question wants price, which actually this one does, you would be done. It says to the nearest cent, so you're going to go to the nearest penny, 2 places. If it wants the actual profit that is created, you would have to take that number, that $22.08, and plug it into your equation to find y, and the y would be the profit. But this one only wants price, so we're going to do $22.08. I want to show you one that's a gravity problem, and I want to focus on the maximum height. So here is one where a rocket is being launched. Our y value is our height of the rocket, and the x value is the seconds, the time that it's been in the air, and it wants to figure out the maximum height. So again, we're finding that vertex value. So you're going to do the opposite of b over 2a again. Opposite of 198 would be negative 198, but you are dividing it by something negative, so I'm just going to shortcut that and just take negative 198 divided by. Make sure you use parentheses here when you do 2 times 16, or you could do 2 times 16 in your head, so you don't have to worry about parentheses. So that is your x value. That is going to be the time. So what that means is that is the time that it takes to get to the peak, to get to the vertex. I'm going to take that number and I'm going to plug it in for x, because I want to find the actual height. So I'm going to do negative 16, excuse me, in parentheses 6.1875 squared plus 198 times 6.1875, and then plus 148. That is my height. That is feet. It wants the nearest tenth, so it'll be 760.6. And they'll show you a picture too if you want to see it. That is the highest point the rocket gets. And that is a quick explanation of the word problems that you're going to have to do.